What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi. I first want to give a shout out to my sister, Anjane23. I love you, my sister. I'm so grateful for you. And I'm also grateful that we had an opportunity to speak the other day. And we ain't done. But a big shout out to you. Big shout out to you. Big shout out to you. Just on strength, and then also at risk of death if I don't, let me shout out my girl Mika. Maggie, 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 Maggie. Shout out to Mika. Shout out to Pamela Williams. Shout out to Miss Barbara Cole, my channel grandmama, y'all. Miss Barbara Cole, if you out there. Blessings and good health to you. Cassandra, what's up, Cass? Shout out to you. Shout out to Marcus. Shout out to Khalifa of the Most High. Shout out to Kai, my brother. My heartbeat, my pulse, my melanin, my blood. These just random off the top, y'all. Shout out to Empress de Aquibulan. Hola, ¿qué tal? Mi señora, gracias por todo. Mi amor, tú mucho. Tú eres muy especial. Especial a mí. Shout out to Daniel Brunson, my Be More homeboy. It's love all the way, homie. We do. You already know. Shout out to my brother Zaki. Assalamu alaikum. We are so long overdue, brother. I dropped the ball. Mashallah. But shout out to you. Shout out to MW. My God. Shout out to you, MW. Always good when you surface, man. Always good to see you. Frank. Even though I'm gonna cut you. Shout out to you. Shout out to Frank. Man, shout out to all y'all. Just everybody. Shout out to everybody. Just everybody. You know what I'm saying? Just everybody. You know. Um, I'll shout some more folks out as they come to mind. The universe just gave me that right now. And definitely a shout out and a Ramadan Mubarak to all of my Muslim community, both under the sound of my voice and across the earth. All 1.8 billion of us. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Shout out to Javashi, my sister, my heart, my family. This video is a long time in the making, everybody. And many of you already know that, because you've heard me point out and highlight for a very long time now, for the last 2 or 3 years actually, I have talked about the deliberate marketing of interracial black and white only, not nobody else. The purposeful, conscious, deliberate marketing of interracial ads across all product, across all network, across all variety, and spectrums of advertising in the United States of America. It's not just in advertising, it's in television shows, it's in movies, it's in billboards, it's anywhere you look and see today. It's this deliberate marketing of white and black people, particularly black men with white women, black kids with white parents, etc. This is deliberate. And as I always say, when something becomes a pattern, it's no longer a coincidence. It's no longer random. That means it's on purpose. It's on purpose. And given the current and history of the diabolical nature of this nation and its original thieves, we must ask why. We must ask why. It'd be different if there had been some atonement and an apology and reparations even after chattel slavery, which slavery still continues today. We need to be clear. It never ended. It never ended. But after the end of its original incarnation, if there had been some real atonement and an apology and a complete stop of the attack on African people, and reparations had been paid, both monetarily, in land, in policy, etc. And if it had never continued, the attitude, the anger, the evil, the deliberate attack upon us, the oppression, the suppression, if all of that had come to a halt, then we could see this as, oh, they're still trying to make inroads to show that they really don't have issue with us. You know, that really is a thing of the past. We could mark a date, and we would have maybe an anniversario each year to just remember it. You know, kind of like after the alleged Holocaust, there was a period. A period was put. And there was no more concentration camps. There was no more gas chambers, no more ovens, no more policy and way of society and way of life to oppress those people. Indeed, reparations were paid, are still being paid. They've been given a certain status in the society. All the stuff that could have and should have happened to us that didn't. So in a current atmosphere that never ended and continues today, where African bodies, people, families, individuals still remain the policy, hear this, policy target of oppression, incarceration, denial of economic structure, denial of institutions, denial of sovereignty, denial of healing, complete denial, and a concerted effort of slow motion genocide upon us. In those atmospherics, you would ask, why on earth would they be pushing so consistently and so collusively this imagery, this fiction, we will even call it? Because I ask you now, just to bring you back to center, for anybody whose hair is on fire already because of this truth, just 2 minutes in, I ask you this now, and this will put the fire in your hair out. I ask you now, who among us, or I'll rephrase it, but before I go on, let me clarify that any time and always and forever, when the Jedi speaks of Jews, that is just an action word, a bridge word, a tool used to describe white people from Poland and Germany and Europe who are not Jews, because there is no such thing as Jew in the Torah, in the Quran, or the scripture. There are Israelites. And when I say scripture, I'm not talking about that Bible y'all got. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the Injil. The Injil, which does not exist in a book. It is what the prophet Jesus spoke and proclaimed when he was on the earth. And nothing that he said or did was written down and recorded at the time of his life. We have to be clear, you see, as we go on. Because it's just the same as if we were going to sit down and talk about mathematics. And I was going to bring a topic on mathematics. I have to make sure we agree on certain parameters, that we're all on the same page of understanding. So I would just randomly say, put your hand up if you don't know that 1 and 1 makes 2. Who? Any hands? Any hands? Okay. Do we know that 2 times 2 is 4? Is there any hands? You see, I have to make sure that we all know certain things. You see, I have to make sure. All right? Because you wouldn't want to go in front of an English-only speaking audience and speak Spanish or Arabic or, Tagalog or something. You see, we have to make sure we're all on the same page. So, I speak contextually when I say Jews. And I should also expand that to say that anyone can follow the teachings of the Torah and go to synagogue and begin to practice the law. All right? That was given to Musa alayhi salam, Moses. All right? Anyone can do that. All right? That doesn't make you a Semitic person. All right? Irrespective of faith, stay with me. Being Semitic is different than your religion or your way of life. All right? But we want to use the distinction between Jews, Israelites, and Semitics. In the case of African people, we are both Semitic and we're Israelite. All right? So, when I speak about these Jews in this context, I just want you to be clear about who I'm talking about. And then you get another layer when you get into Zionism, because Zionists are hijackers of the quote-unquote Jewish faith. They are the ISIS, or the Taliban, or the Mujahideen of Judaism. In other words, they're not people who are holy, nor do they follow the faith or the tenets or the laws laid down. They're just claiming the banner and they do something else. All right? So I've done that video. But now, in their case, those particular people that we will use this access word of Jews and their quote Holocaust, there was a period put. And reparations were paid, and they were given a special status, and all of this. But who amongst us, I digress back now to my question, to put the fire out on your hair. I ask you now, any of these so-called Jews, who amongst us believes that they would allow hour after hour, minute after minute, program after program, television show after television show, commercial after commercial, movie after movie, where they were putting a Nazi soldier in with a quote-unquote Jewish man or woman, quite frankly. Excuse me. Excuse me, y'all. A lot of air on my stomach right now. But now, they wouldn't tolerate it, and any of us with any knowledge observing it would have our mouth open at the very least, going, did you just see that? Did you just see that? Oh my God, you know Jewish people are going to be up in arms about this. Did you just see that? Did you see that movie? Did you see that television show? Did you see that commercial? Did you see that billboard? Yeah, on and on. On and on. Now, take away that they've been given reparations and there's been atonement and that their whole suffrage ended. Take that out. Let's say they were still going through it today. And actually, it doesn't matter. So I want you to think about it in both contexts. It doesn't matter. Let's say the atonement never happened, and let's say it happened and all that. All right? Because either way, it doesn't matter. Let's say that what I just illustrated was taking place. It would be an outrage. It would be an outrage. Now, shift it. Here we are, the same people who were brought over in the bellies of ships. That 1619 is no different than 2019. It's the same relationship. It's the same thing is going on. I'm sure that it would take me less than 30 seconds to Google something right now of any injustice against us in the society right now today as I speak. Either one of us has been shot down by the police, some heifer in something has called the police on us, some wrong is constantly being perpetrated upon African people from whites. You see? And it's important to make this distinction because they are. The ads are not, oh my God, did you see the Latina? Did you see the Indian woman? From India. Did you see the Indian woman? Did you see the Pakistani in the ad? Did you see the Asians that were in the ad? Did you see the Filipinos that were in the ad? Did you see keep going. No. And I'm going to back this up with receipts. I've brought you a collage now. I couldn't do everything because I'd be here till I'm 90 and I still wouldn't be done. But I've gathered enough to make my point. Now, that's my opening fanfare. I'm also taking this as an opportunity because it goes hand in glove in one sense. But I'm taking the opportunity to speak on Wendy Williams only because of her interaction recently with Van Jones, who was on her show, who was married to a white woman. I have proclaimed to you in previous work over time that those relationships don't last. They don't last. Every once and again, you may have one. But there's not a whole lot of, just go out in public. Just go anywhere in the country and see how many elderly couples do you see that are black man, white woman, or white woman or white man, black woman. It's a rarity. I mean, you have better chance of finding a four-leaf clover or winning the lottery. They don't last, everybody. Now, this is irrespective of opinion. I'm only laying out the truth. You understand? This is only the truth that I am proclaiming now. And it's going to be true whether I proclaim it or I don't. You understand? So, Van Jones is yet another example. In fact, I only found out that he was married to a white woman, oh my God, probably 3 years ago, maybe? Maybe 3 years ago? And the moment that I learned it, I said, this won't last. It won't. It won't. It won't. Clarence Thomas, who, we can't really count that because he's not really black, so, well, we'll use him anyway. All right. He's married to a white woman. I proclaim to you that that won't last. All right. And he's 350 years old. All right. I'm being, what? All right. All right. I'm being told in my ear, everybody, by one of my correspondents, I'm being told in my ear, I'm being told he's actually 600 years old. I'm being told. All right. I'm being told. All right. You can't fault me. I'm being told. All right. I'm being told. Being told. All right. Now, so Van Jones was on her show. And that's when I learned that he is going through a divorce. And I was not surprised. And I went, see? But I'm using her as well because I had an urge to speak on her situation back when it broke out. That she is in the throes of a divorce. And not only was he cheating on her with a man, with a chick, but he was also cheating with a man. How you doing? I can't. Wait, I just went deaf in one of my ears. Y'all hold up. I can't. Oh my God, I can't. I can't. So I'm saying, how you doing? So I'm saying, everybody should be saying that to ask now. How you doing, Wendy? How you doing? How you doing? So I'm saying, how you doing? You see. And so this is a perfect excuse to talk about her a little bit on that. Move into the Van Jones thing, and that will take us into the other things that I brought for you, and then we will be out and we will land this airship. So let us begin. Now, Van Jones hits back at man-ass, drag queen looking Wendy. What? What's that? Alright, and my correspondent is telling my ear, you guys, I'm being told this is a man. I'm being told. Alright, I'm being told, so it's not me. I'm being told. Alright? Alright, you know what? If you guys aren't going to listen, then I can't do this. I can't do this video. Alright, I can't. You see, because I see how you guys are being right now. And I can't do this. I can't. You see what I'm saying? So I'm trying to help y'all. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do. So I'm saying, y'all trying to stand in the way. So I'm saying, y'all trying to have stuff to say. You see what I'm saying? Y'all trying to talk over me. You see what I'm saying? Y'all trying to type when I'm talking and stuff and see what I'm saying? I can't work like this. You feel me? I can't. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to give for y'all. You see what I'm saying? I had to leave my wife to come do this. You feel me? What's that? All right, I'm being told Janet is on her way to the studio here to comfort me now. So okay, so that's fine. That's fine. All right, that's fine. I'll just go on. You guys don't have to listen. All right, I'll go on. Now, hits back at the man Williams for bringing up his divorce on her talk show. And this is the thing with her. Uh, I don't like Wendy Williams. I don't. Because I didn't know anything about her until she came to television. That's when I found out she had a whole radio career before this, and and I didn't know who or what she was going to be. Like what was going to be her thing? Is she a Jerry Springer? Is she a Phil Donahue? Is she, what's she going to try and be? Following this in the footsteps of Oprah. What was her style? What was going to be her thing? And we see what her thing is. It's about tearing people down, and and now, in an era of social media and gossip and all that kind of thing, I can see the market for her, and she could carry that out without being nasty, because the truth is enough to stand on its own. If somebody's done something or is doing something, she wants to report on it. Those are just the facts. She has every right to just tell it. But she goes further. I've seen with my own eyes when she's had women. I'll use women for first example of women that she's had on her show, where she's so eager to just put their age out there without even it being anything like kind, or it's just like deliberate. And she bucks her eyes real big when she knows she just had to get up the courage to do it. Like she has the courage. I'm just trying to say she don't got no courage because she's hateful and evil. But I'm saying like she gets like this little that little adrenaline thing that'll go through, and that's why her eyes will pop out even more than they already do. You see, it's kind of like Rudy Giuliani. If you watch Rudy Giuliani, who is one of the biggest liars that has ever existed on this planet, he does that thing. Watch him when he speaks. Watch him. He does that buck eye thing that I'm talking about with her. But I've seen women be sitting up there on her show, and she'll be, it has nothing to do with what they're talking about that moment. I just need a name. I don't know. Halle Berry. I don't know why I picked her. Like, it's just a name. I just need a name. Not that she's done this to Halle. I just need a name, right? So she'll be like, so you're working on this new movie, and I know you're doing because Halle's 85, by the way, and so and you can see the person kind of recoil, like, did this bitch just say? Not that even they were embarrassed or would have been embarrassed to tell it. It's just that the way she did it, and with reckless abandon, and just like, oh, you just here to go in. Like, for no reason. She's done that. She will leak information on people, say stuff right to their face. She's a mean bitch, do you understand? And so I was doing cartwheels, you understand? Cartwheels across my living room when I found out she was getting a divorce. And it was sweetened when I found out, because we already heard rumblings and rumors and coverage about her husband cheating on her, that there was another house that this other chick was living in. He had mail going there. There was receipts for that, etc., etc. So we already had rumblings, but now it was official, and it was a dude also. Yes! You see, yes. And the dude has been on other shows. He's been on I've seen him on like a radio, they filmed in the radio station type thing. I've seen him and his girl sitting up there. He's telling everything. All of it. Yes. So what you put out is what you get back. And karma is on the march. Just ask Steve Harvey. Just ask Lee Daniels. You feel me? Oh, karma is on the march, everybody. Karma is on the march. May is for March of Karma. Do you understand me? Oh my God, I love it. 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 Also, her drug problem, and look at her, how she looks in this picture. You see what I'm saying? She is just not an attractive female. You feel me? Maybe if she had just left herself alone, she's probably a decent looking woman. You like when you see like old grainy footage of her from her radio days or something, you go, she really wasn't that bad already. And she wasn't really that bad. She really wasn't. But her breast implants are too much, dude. Too much. It's too much. And quite frankly, even if her dude hadn't slept with a dude and had a woman on the side, I could see a man, not one of these little boys, because men have standards and principles. Boys are something else. Men are not going to put up with no fake breasts. You feel me? And if we do, it will be something that looks like that's what is natural. They wouldn't be like sticking out like 5 minutes before you get to me and all this kind of mess like she's got. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And if you look at her when them doors open every day, as soon as here's when them doors open, the doors have never opened and I saw her wearing anything. I went, oh, you know what? She actually looks good today. Good for you, Wendy. Good for you. 'Cause I would give it over. I would give it over, but I can't because the doors have never opened and there be something standing there that I liked. I hate everything she's ever worn. I can't. And then when she wears, when she shows her legs, they look like doll legs. Everybody, like when we was little, and it didn't have to be when I was little. It's dolls out there now. You see little girls playing with, and it's not them expensive ones. It's not really. It's like the doll that they probably got at like a grocery store or something. It wasn't really like from Toys R Us or someplace where they do toys. It's just like a basic plastic doll. And the legs don't have any striations or articulations in them. They don't really have any knees or ankles on it. It's just a straight like leg, like just a straight piece of plastic. That's what her legs look like to me. They look like that, and they're the same size up on the thigh as they are down at the after the knee. So it's how your legs, whether you're a man or a woman, your thighs are one size, and then you get to the knee, and then your calves and the rest of the leg is usually slimmer and smaller than the thigh. Well, so there's a distinction between the thigh and the part that's under the knee. Not with her. It's all one thing. And it makes me sick. Then these wigs. I told y'all, sisters, we over center parts. We over center parts and wigs. We just over it. Men are. Men are. Men are over it. You see, every once and again you want to do something like that, but if it's every once and again, but that's all we see now. That's it. But I want to stay on her. So these wigs, it's always some blonde wig. We don't ever see anything, where it's like an afro, or the curly, or like a Kelly Rowland back when she had the curly hair, when she would do her hair curly, or it's a lot of styles I could name, but y'all know what I'm talking about. It's never any of that. It's this. It's always that. That's all it is. It's always that. It's always that. Either with a center part, most of the time it's a damn center part, or it's a side part, or off center, whatever y'all want to call that. All right. The only good thing I can say about this female, questionable, only thing I can say about this person that's positive is I know television, everybody. I know television. And what I know for sure is it is a feat of magic that she has been on as long as she has been. Because, and I only attribute her success really to the social media culture. You understand? Like TMZ rides the same wave that she rides, just to help you understand more clearly what I'm saying. TMZ couldn't have existed, um, a few, maybe a decade or two or more back. There was a time when TMZ couldn't have existed. I'll just say it like that. Because that just wasn't, it just wouldn't have been received, you know. But now social media is real time gossip and being in people's business and dragging people for filth and all this kind of thing, and it's a celebrity culture more than it has ever been. You know, now you're famous just because you're famous, not because you do anything or have any talent. You see, TMZ exists on that. We have so and so. We caught so and so out at LAX, and it's like Black China or somebody. Like, I still don't know why she's famous. I guess she's just famous for being famous. I just use her as one example, but there are many that we could list. Just pull whatever name you have in your own head to insert there. You feel me? But so they exist on that, and so does she. The only thing positive I can say, but even in spite of that, uh, to make the distinction, TMZ is a team of people and reporters, and they're out on the street and they do stuff. You know, she don't have none of that. My only good thing I can give her credit for is that for 24 minutes, it's just her in that chair. No commercials. Nothing going on. She doesn't sing. She doesn't dance. She doesn't act. She doesn't twirl a baton. She doesn't tell jokes. She doesn't do anything to hold a international audience. And she's live. Got to give it up for that too. She's live. When they say live from New York, it's the Wendy Williams show. It's live. Here's Wendy, and them doors open. Boom. That's it. That's her. And for 24 minutes, with no commercials, she holds an audience with those hot topics that she does. That has to be acknowledged. That has to be acknowledged. That has to be acknowledged. And by the way, there's no other show that I'm aware of. There's no other show on television, certainly not in America, that I'm aware of. Again, that I'm aware of. There's no television show anywhere. Nothing on TV that comes on and they hold you for 24 minutes without a commercial, without interruption, and it's just one person. There just isn't. So I have to give it over for that. I have to give it over for that. All right. Now, throw all that positivity to the side. All right. I'm done with that now. All right. Then she sits up there. She has the eternal cold. I don't think she's ever been well. And like, I can't. She's like the eternal cold. And that tea, and every day she has those damn throat lozenges or cough drops or whatever. I cannot with her. I can't. But what I was going to say, I want to digress back and bring myself back to center, is based on what I see of her when she is on her show in clothes, I don't really see nothing going on when she ain't got them on. I just can't see it. I just can't see it. You feel me? And at some point, the wig has to come off, which should be fine. But you only are wigs. And if I'm your dude, which I would never be her dude, but I'm just saying, if I was her dude, or just anybody to be her dude at some point, especially not a man, that would just be unattractive at some point. You know, it's certain physical things that you're gonna do that even your breast would just be, that's too much. And if you someone who still likes to nurse on the breast, just keep it kind of cute for everybody. If you still somebody still likes to nurse on the breastises, you can't really nurse on that because it's not real. So you would just feel like you're not doing nothing. You feel I just nah. That's gotta go. I think she would be just as far as shape wise, she would serve herself better if she just didn't have the breast implants. Because then what little tush she does have would just be there, but it would be in proportion. You understand? She's a tall woman. Wendy Williams is 5'11" in flat feet. So she's a statue. She's a statue. She's a statue. You see? And if you wanted to get you some butt implants, well, okay, fine. You know, even those shouldn't be like something that's unreal. But I could almost see her doing that, but not no breast implants. You know, because she's just like, there's nothing about, like, her face is jacked up, her bone structure is jacked up because of her plastic surgery. She looks like a man, dude. She looks like a man. She looks like a man. She looking like a man. She looking like a man. Yeah, you feel me? And I just couldn't see myself turning over to that. Saying, "What's up, baby?" You know. I can't see it, y'all. I can't. Now, I can't. I can't. You know, and she's still on drugs. I mean, I know what she's doing now, but I know as of after the fainting and then that whole chapter where she was missing from work and they had co-host, different people come and stand in for like a year practically. Like, all that is drugs, dude. It's drugs. It's drugs. It's drugs. It's drugs. Period. The end. So it would seem that you would tread lightly, because people that live in glass houses should not throw stones. So she's getting her just a due. Now, I happened to see when Van Jones was on her show and when she brought it up. And she said, "But I see you still wearing the ring." He goes, "Well, I see you still got something on your hand. So if we want to talk about jewelry," and I was like, "Whoa!" And it really set me back because Van Jones is real even keel. Like, he just cool, calm, like just straight arrow. Like, he don't really get ruffled. You feel me? And he did it kindly, and he was laughing and joking, but you could tell he meant it. Oh, I saw it. I saw what was really going on. Anyways, let us now find out about this. I hate this. Wait, y'all. Because I never believe that these things are to alert. I think they just to um, gather information or something. If you confirm it, I always turn my phone off when I hear that. I don't play around. You understand what I'm saying? Just does not play games. Anyways, so a little bit more on her too, because the dude that her man was sleeping with, I had wrote it down someplace, but I don't have it now, y'all. It's a condition. I forget the name of the word or the word, but it's a condition where the male organ, the urethra, is usually at the top. then when it's not, it's a problem. And apparently his is way down the other way someplace. And whoop de woo. And he tells the story about how he told Kevin about it and this and the third. And anyways, I can't. Um, I can't. But anyways, Wendy Williams files for divorce. Jeffrey. Okay, Okay, Van Jones. What we want to get to. Van Jones has made it crystal clear to Man Williams, do not bring up his divorce. And for all of us who don't know who Van Jones is, that's the brother right there. All right, there you go. And I'm glad that that he's going through a divorce, because maybe now he will find him a sister. You feel me? Finally. You understand? I can't. And as usual, the heifer that he was with was dowdy as I don't know what, y'all. In fact, let me find a picture of her, because I would be remiss if I don't include that in this. Dowdy as shit. Dowdy white heifer. Dowdy. Oh. Now his little son is the cutest thing ever. Look at the little honey. Look at the honey. Look at the baby. Look at the nasty. But dowdy. You see what I'm saying? And Van Jones is a handsome brother. You feel me? So, the dowdy. You see, this is always the case. As many good-looking sisters as you got marching around the earth, you go and leave your own for a dowdy white heifer. I can't. I won't. I don't need to. Oh my God, I can't. But anyway, during an appearance on the Man Williams show on Tuesday, Van hit back at Man Williams after the heifer brought up his ongoing divorce from his dowdy ass white heifer, Jana Carter, on air. Quote, they're getting a divorce. The divorce is not finalized. You still wearing your ring? Williams, end quote, or the man said to the CNN political commentator, whose wife filed for divorce in September. Oh, she filed. Okay. The former couple also shares 2 sons. Yeah, that's what she said. Because they were talking. She goes, because she was talking to me. She goes, Van, and then she just turned around and goes, they're getting a divorce. You know, like, just do something saying, just that ugly, mean spirited, just put it out there for like, what? It was an ambush. She's going down, everybody. She's going down. She's going down. You understand? She's going down. She's going down. She's going down. Watch what I tell you. She's going down. You got something. And by the way, I have the greatest admiration for this brother's gums. His gums, dude, are something of conversation. Can I just tell you that? All right. He's going to do a little bit of Carmex, though. You know what I'm saying? He's pulling a little bit of Malik Yoba on us a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But that's something else. All right. Quote, you got something on your hand, too. Yeah, that's what he said. He goes, you got something on your hand, too. So I ain't talking about that. Jones, 50, quipped. I'm just saying. It appears that Van was referring to the large floral number that the man had on, which she wears on her show often, according to page 6. The 54-year-old talk show host wasn't wearing her wedding ring. Well, she was wearing the ring I always see. Whatever. Anyways, like Van said, you got something on your finger too. Basically sat your ass down and sat. Excuse me? This side of the couch is for the asking of the questions, the man said, who appeared shocked by her guest's response. Uh-huh. Yeah, he sat her back for him, and she was like, "Excuse me, this side of the couch is for asking the questions," and tried to laugh it off. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Usually she gets away with that, ambushing people. But I'm glad that Van came back at her. Oh, it was glorious, everybody. It was glorious. Like I say, when I knew she was getting divorced, I did cartwheels through my across my living room. I promise you, it was cartwheels. I was so what? Hold on, you guys. What's that? Okay, okay. I'm being told in my ear I was actually doing uh double backflips. I'm being told. I'm being told. It was actually it was a quadruple. I'm being told it was quadruple backflip. Quadruple backflip, everybody. I'm being told. I'm being told. And in my other ear, Gabby Douglas is actually confirming the move. It's Gabby in the other. I'm being told. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. All right. Anyways, um, as for asking the questions, all right. She appeared to be shocked by her guest's response. Last week, the fake heifer confirmed her divorce from her husband Kevin Hunter on her uh, eponymous talk show, which I only recently learned the meaning of that word, y'all. It means a show that has your own name, right? Or that carries your name on her eponymous show, her eponymous talk show, noting that she recognizes the irony of being a gossip queen while being the subject of hot topics her damn self. Oh, I love it. Quote, "It's crazy because now my business is your business," the man said at the time. "It's kind of funny. Turnabout's a fair game. I get it," she added with a chuckle. Actually, it was a fake chuckle. You see, they forgot the word fake right here, everybody. The word fake should have been right there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is why you have to proofread. You know what I'm saying? They didn't proofread. You know what I'm saying? They didn't proofread though. So, but I'm saying they didn't proofread though. So that's what I had said and stuff and stuff. So too bad, you know. And isn't it a shame that a African female, questionably, but that an African female would come to television after Oprah and be the antithesis of Oprah. Forget what we think about Oprah now. We've dragged her and we've canceled her and all that. We keep it in context right now. All right. That Oprah is the only person, quite frankly, but we'll just keep it to females. She's the only female who has come to television with a talk show and did what she did. That it should be an unspoken rule that any African female coming to television after her would, at the very least, because you're not going to be Oprah. You're not going to be Oprah. That's fine. But would come to television and, at the very least, not embarrass the culture and not be something that the culture could be proud of and embrace. She's the anti-Oprah. The anti-Oprah. And there has to be a little tiny pebble in her cold blackened heart that wishes she would ever be able to have Oprah Winfrey sit on her couch. That can't be a thought that she's never had. It has to have happened someplace. You're a black woman with a talk show with your name on it, and you've been on as many years as she's been on, and you can't get Oprah to come to your show. You've not positioned yourself to be worthy of that. By the way, just a little random trivia for you guys. The highest paid woman in television today is, wait for it, Judge Judith Sheindlin. Highest paid woman in television. Period. Just a little trivia for y'all. But she's the anti-Oprah. She's the anti-Oprah. The anti-Oprah. And she's not been on even a fraction of the time that Oprah was on. Oprah was on for 25 years and was number one for 25 years. There's nothing that's ever been on television ever in the history of the medium that was number one for 25 years. Nothing. 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 It's one thing if you was on for 25 years and, you was number one for, 8 of them or 10 or 15 even, or something. But straight, 25 years straight, number one. We have to give it over for that. We have to. 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 We have to give it over. All right. But now, to begin to segue us into our next piece, the other thing is she plays this middle of the road thing. She comes out looking like a white woman. That's really her goal. And I also think she's secretly been doing this stuff called glutathione. I think that's the name of it. Anyways, it's this liquid IV thing that you do an IV. I think that's how it's administered. Anyways, it lightens the skin. All right. This goes on a lot in some portions of Africa. I want to say in the Caribbean as well, but I can't swear to that. I know that I personally have seen cases in Africa. In fact, I even had a sister who used to follow me on my old channel. Excuse me. She's African. Think she was a flight attendant. How our paths crossed is because she had seen my video where I was crying on camera and I was saying that how desperately I wanted to move to Africa. That's what brought our paths across each other, and we had some correspondence back and forth. And she did videos about it, about her going through this lightning process. All right, so I think that Wendy has done some of that, because when they show old grainy footage of her from back in the day, she's don't look like as light as she looked now. You feel me? So that's what's up with that. I feel like she's been constantly lightening her skin, but my point is that she comes out looking like a white woman, and then she does that whole "I'm afraid to just be black" thing. She swoons over ugly ass white men just gratuitously. She'll have put somebody up on that big ass thing behind her, that screen, and it'd be the ugliest white dude that's ever been recorded in human history, and she's swooning over him, and it's just that whole thing. Like, she makes me sick, dude. Like, I will celebrate the day when her show is just canceled. Go away, bitch, and die off. Die off. Die off. Die off. Die off. And I really don't see her getting no man, you see, because at least whenever she met her ex-husband, she wasn't who she is now. She's Wendy Williams now. She wasn't, oh my God, Wendy Williams then. So that positive, because with anything, if you're going to be famous, it's better if you already got your ride or die before you hit fame. You feel me? Like, look at LL Cool J, look at Snoop Dogg, look at Ice Cube, look at Ice-T. There's quite a list of people that you can look at, and don't have to just be men. I'm sure there's women too that whoever you are with, you was with them before you hit fame. So now that she's famous, it's going to be difficult for her to find a dude who really wants to fall in love with her. Anybody seeking her now is just going to be after her money and a coin. And they're going to just act like they love her. And she's going to have to settle for that. Because her character is known. Fame would be enough. That would be enough, but her character is some bullshit. And so that will be the thing that is going to make it difficult for her to find a real man, you know, because she has no couth, she has no filter. She don't really know who she is. She's fake, both character and physically. I mean, I just don't see it. I see like the rest of her life is one night stands and shack 'em ups. You feel me? Like I don't see her finding a quality dude. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. Or she's gonna have to settle for some thug that she's just in it for the penis and he in it for the money. You feel me? Her options have been swiped away. Let us understand this. All right. But she also promotes this interracial propaganda. And I need to say this as we get into these images that I'm going to show you now. You know, we must remember, everybody, that nothing, hear me, hear me, nothing in nature goes against its own. Hear this again. Nothing in nature goes with anything other than its own. And I always tell you that all of this divine creation that the Creator has laid out for us, from the hills and valleys and the rivers and the oceans, to the butterflies, to the birds, to the horses, to the ants, to the giraffes, to the trees, to the flower, don't everything. Hear this, everything is for information, everybody. Allah was not just being creative and decorative. You see, it's very beautiful. But everything that Allah has created, including you, is for you to receive information from. Everything. You understand? Everything. You see, we get submarines from fish and dolphins and so forth. We get airplanes from birds. We get helicopters from mosquito or from dragonflies and so forth. We could keep going. But everything in nature is for information. Creation is for information. It is not for decoration. And one of the glaring things that the Creator teaches us in creation is that everything stays with its own. Weeping willow trees do not pollinate with sequoia trees. Butterflies are not with praying mantises. Cockroaches are not with the ants. The zebra is not with the rhino. The hippopotamus is not with the seal. The dolphin is not with the shark. The redbird is not with the bluebird. The woodpecker is not with the hummingbird. The moon and the sun rotate in their own trajectories. Do you understand? Nothing in nature dwells and procreates with anything other than its own. A cat will groom a dog in a minute. They be up there licking and cleaning the fur and get your little cat ass. and they get along, and the cat will ride on the back of the dog, and they'll sleep on top of them or whatever. But they go and get their ass with another cat. The dog does the same thing. So does the giraffe. So does the camel. So does the zebra. Everything, everybody. Hear this. Everything. Capitalize that word and write it down. Everything. Everything. Then Allah says to mankind, says directly to us, I have made you of many tribes and nations, that you may know one another. Not you're all the same, that you're one human race, and all this other propagandist vomit that's been sold to humanity by the enemy of humanity. You understand? You are supposed to stay within your bounds. Because otherwise, you're going against the Creator. If he had wanted mixed babies to be born and mixed people walking across the earth, he would have made it. He would have made it. Because when the divine decrees anything, he says to it only, be. And it is. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Be. That's it. That's it. So, if you had zebras and giraffes, excuse me, trying to procreate, you are going to get rid of the zebra and the giraffe. Huh? Keep on going. There'll be no zebras. There'll be no giraffes. There'll be something else that Allah did not create, did not intend. Because if it wanted something walking around the earth that was a zebra and a giraffe, we'd see it walking around the earth. We'd see it. We go, there it is. Look, well, there it is right there. Right there. You see, you've got to get a hold of reality. But most of all, you've got to get a hold of the one that created you. And you've got to get a hold of his true word and his true communication to you. And you got to pay attention to his creation. You got to shut out the propaganda and the garbage that's been sold to you primarily by white people. They're the influencers and the ones trying to push their will over and their whole way of life and everything about them. They're the only ones trying to push their whole thing over on the rest of humanity. Nobody else is doing that. Nobody else. Nobody else. Even how they speak about themselves. You know, what do they call the president of this nation? The leader of the free world. Think about it, how arrogant that statement is. Think about it. Think about it. The leader of the free world. That's a messianic statement. It's blasphemous even. I could make the case. Of the free world, everybody. Think about that. Have you really thought about that? Because that connotes the universe. Because they say the free world. Not the free earth. Excuse me. Not the free earth. Not the free country. Not the free continent. No, no. The free world. Wow. And I always tell you how you think and speak. Excuse me. I'm so burpy right now, dude. How you think and speak is how you relate and react. Everybody. How you think and speak. We've all heard people say you speak things into your life. You know, what do they call it? Vision boards and all this kind of thing. They're all on the same, in the same category, really. Same category. Just throw my fake British accent in there for a moment. Category. They're in the same category. You know, if from the time you're a kid you say, I'm going to be a doctor, 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 you know. And there's studies that have been done that if you concentrate on something enough and you bring things into your life, and that's another subject, but I touch on it here because I'm trying to show you a pathology and a psychology that goes on with these people. And to hopefully help you to stop and contemplate that phraseology when they describe the President of the United States, you know. And oh, by the way, given what we know about their character and their personalities, what say them if suddenly the President of the Islamic Republic of Iran, all of a sudden they were proclaiming the leader of their nation to be the leader of the free world? What do you think this devil would say? They're a dictator, and the arrogance, and how dare them. And they're not the leader of me, and how dare. They want to take over the world. They want nuclear weapons. They're dangerous. They're a terrorist. They're everything under the sun but a human being. But the same hypocritical devil, spawn of Satan, the seed of evil, will say their president is the leader of the free world. Then they have little mini titles under that. You know, the most powerful man on earth. We've heard this. They say this. Stop the video when I lie. Stop the video when I lie. Think about that. Think about it. But this is how they think. The leader of the free world. I couldn't believe it the first time I heard it. And we started hearing it, at least I did. First time I started hearing that was back when beady-eyed Bush was the president. It's the first time I heard the phrase. And it definitely put my ears up. And I thought maybe it would just be a one-fer. It was outrageous, arrogant, ridiculous, untruthful. It was a lot of things, all in one clip. But I thought it was just a one-fer. And they're just saying that. Until it wasn't a one-fer. It has become a staple. It is part of the known lexicon. It's disgusting. The leader of the free world. Wow. Listen, whatever comment you're going to leave on this video, I want you to answer this question. Had you thought about that phrase before I just discussed it? Had you thought about it? No wrong answers here, everybody. Whatever is on your heart. And don't be embarrassed if you never heard or you never thought about it or whatever. No embarrassment. This is not what this is about. But I'd like to know that. Had you really thought about it? Had you really thought about it? Because this is what we're dealing with. That's why I always tell you, you got to see more than what's in front of you, and you can't be distracted. You've got to be the captain of your ship, and you got to stand at your gate. Because these things come in. Suddenly, you have a whole point of view and a whole philosophy and a way of life that was not of you. It's not from the divine. You're saying things as if they're your own. And they're not. They have been given to you. Given. Just like they're trying to give you this. Every commercial, every television show, no matter what the product, no matter what the show, every movie is this. You see? Now some of these, you guys, I didn't get the product. Some of them I do and some of them I didn't. So forgive me for my imperfection. You feel me? But like I say, I can still make my point. And we gonna be good. You understand? Now, here you have a little black boy and a little white girl running across the plain. Alright? Here you have, it's probably Judge Judy. White woman, black man. So it's everything. Remember, I always tell you, nothing gets on television, not even a housefly, unless it's been put there. Unless it's been put there. In fact, I heard somebody finally say recently even, oh my God, inshallah, it will come to me and I'll tell you who it was and what they said. But I've said this because I say this because it's the truth. But this person, whoever it was, said this is the most controlled medium that exists. It is the most controlled medium, and the most controlled environment is television. The most. God, what was I watching? Who was it? I don't remember. Can't remember. But anyway, that's Judge Judy. Then, here you have black man. Well, I guess that's supposed to be his grandchild, I presume, or somebody, sitting on his lap, little white boy. And again, this would be fine. This would be fine if it was just one in a whole sea of diversity. But all advertising on American television now is this. On every television show, every movie. Listen, go back to Spider-Man, whatever Spider-Man it was. And my nephew was visiting, and he said that when he came to visit, he wanted to go see the new Spider-Man movie. It was coming out when he was going to be here. It was fine. But I said, listen, before we see anything about this movie, I hadn't seen any trailers. I didn't know anything about it at all. I said, I promise you, there's going to be some interracial bullshit in this, because I had been schooling him about the trend. And don't you know, the central point of that damn Spider-Man movie was the Spider-Man character falls in love with some interracial girl, and their mother and father, I forget who, I think the mother was Vanessa Williams, I can't remember. Anyways, but it was exactly what I said. You understand? The new Taraji Henson movie that's out is what? Her and some white dude. Mahershala Ali won an Oscar because what? It was just driving Miss Daisy all over again. Black man, white man. You see, with that dynamic I just not gonna get into it, but I'm just saying. Then even the the little girl from Blackish. Um, uh, the little girl, little chocolate, my little honey. She the new movie Little. I haven't seen it, but the promo has already suggested to me that she she gets transformed to this little girl. I can never call her name. Anyway, and but she is fawning for the ugly ass white school principal or teacher or whatever he's supposed to be. There's that. All right. There's another movie that was that. Oh man, I can't remember. Anyways, but you understand. Let me just go through these. All right. Look, and that's supposed to be just fine. You see? Well, it's not because this is all that it is. You see, it's not like the black Muslim woman with like the little Latina baby, or the the uh, the Latina or the Latino man with like the little Arab child, or I mean, just you could mix it up any kind of way you want. I'm saying this would all be fine in that environment, but this is all they give you. Look, this is for Mercury Insurance. You see? Huh? Yet Oscar's so white, and there needs to be more diversity and all this. But and meanwhile they're shooting you down the street and they're doing all this other stuff. But this is a consistent. You have to ask yourself why, because this doesn't fit. This is Sears. Black man, white woman. Big black man at that. This is the same heifer that will be calling the police on him because he was breathing. But we're supposed to believe it's so. This is how. Come on. This is from Tracy Morgan's new show with him and Tiffany Haddish, the same OG. That's the dude she's with. The ugliest white man ever known to walk on earth. And that's the dude she's is I don't know what's supposed to be the backstory on the characters. But her and Tracy used to be married, they're not together no more, and she's with this dude. Again, it's on purpose. Like, they didn't just go, well, we just need to cast somebody. These two characters are going to be divorced or they're broken up or whatever. He went to jail and she's going to be married to somebody. They sat and said it's going to be a white man. This didn't just appear in a puff of smoke, everybody. And that's one of her and Tracy's sons, or their son, I should say, because they have a boy and a girl, all right, who are teenagers, all right, and so that's his stepfather now. Look, that's the daughter. I mean, there's Tiffany Haddish. You see what I'm saying? It's on purpose, everybody. It's on purpose, and it's disgusting. Where's my damn? Oh, there it is. Look. This is, I think, a Wendy's commercial. You got a black man standing back here. I guess they waiting on the bus. But look, black man, white man. You see? It might be Burger King. I don't know who it is. Can't remember. I think it's Wendy's. Yeah, it's Wendy's. You see? This was for, I think, Sonic or somebody. Black boy, two white heifers. And then this is their silhouettes right here. You could barely see them. It's for Dunkin' Donuts. You see? Look. Black man, white woman. Listen, stop the video and turn on your television. And I don't want you to do nothing but watch commercials. That's all. Just watch commercials. Just watch commercials. Don't watch nothing else. I only want you to watch commercials. This is for I don't know what the product is, but anyways, it was something, whatever the product is. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It doesn't matter the product, everybody. It could be a late night infomercial. It could be for cereal. It could be for a car. It could be for a pharmaceutical commercial. Anything you want to name on the earth, this is what they're doing. You see? And so, not only should we be questioning why and be disgusted by it, but everybody else out there that's not white should be upset because obviously they're not being cast in any of this as well. So that's happening. You see? Look. Wait, did I miss one? No, I didn't. All right. Look. Black man, white woman, and they threw in a little girl that's kind of ambiguous. She almost looks like a little Latina chick. But this is not this is a white chick. This is a white chick. It's just that's the angle that I was able to get it when I caught it. This is the game, I think. The game. Look, black man, white heifer. This is an ad for they do tourism commercials like they want you to come to Jamaica or they want you to come to visit someplace. This is for Florida. Look, white man or black man, white children. Huh? Look. They're not even trying to make the kids look like they even related to him even. Just white and then him. This is happening. There they are. Visit Florida. This is this new movie with Yara Shahidi, who I love. You see? And this dude ain't technically ain't white. He's a Asian dude. But they didn't pick nobody to look like Jackie Chan or Jet Li. So it's the ambiguous, you see. It's sort of what do you call it? Blurring the identity, you see. And that's who they pair with Yara Shahidi, you see, who is definitely a sister and claims it, even though she's her father is Iran and her mother whatever, but she claims sister all the way, and we perceive her as such, you see. But this is what they're doing. There's your beautiful young sister. I love Yara. And she's defiant, too. Defiant. And she carjacked the mic on some recent awards show and just grabbed the mic and said, what'd she say? We don't integrate, we procreate. I was like, my girl! See? But the inference is he's basically a white dude. You feel me? Look, there they are canoodling. You see? They're canoodling and all. Oh, that's the movie. It's called The Sun Is Also a Star. That's the name of the movie. Look at this. Black man with white baby. Look, white baby. It's a pharmaceutical commercial for some migraine medication. You see what I'm saying? This is what they're doing, everybody. And this, hopefully I got what company this is for. But you see, it's a brother right here. Alright? And look. You see, black man, white woman. You think this is coincidence? Who thinks this? Who thinks this? And by the way, this is just what I pulled. I could have easily pulled as many hours as I wanted to. and not show you the same thing twice. It's so pervasive and so on purpose. That's one of my main points I'm trying to tell you. You understand? It's diabolical. It's diabolical. Oh, that's for Round Table Pizza. Round Table Pizza. Look. Black man, white woman. I think it's for a car commercial. Then you have, this is a pharmaceutical commercial. Trilogy. This is one of the ones where they make it so ambiguous you don't know who's with who and what's with what and what. But what we do know is we'll see nothing represented but black and white. That we're clear on. You see? Here's a white man standing over here. Well, who's he with? You see? And the little white kids, you see, it's very ambiguous. We don't know who. We don't know. We don't know. Some other pharmaceutical something. Look, for that same whatever that, I can't say the word of it, but look, black man, white heifer. Look, I think this was for Apple. Black man, white woman. Stop the video when I lie. This one really killed me. It's another pharmaceutical commercial. It's a white wedding for a white man and a white woman. But everybody in the video is either black or white. Nothing else. And here you see black man, white woman. Right here. Right here. Black man, white woman. They leave it sort of ambiguous of whether or not those two are together, but they certainly standing there together. You see? Look. Then you have the groom dancing with a black woman. Remember, this is supposed to be the bride here. To my understanding. You see? And look, there he is twirling her. Look, black man, white woman. She's got her hand up here on his shoulder and everything. You see? But to make sure in every shot is black man with white woman. You see? Look. This is for whatever this Rapatha or somebody, I don't know. Look. Black man, white woman. And then the big ass banners in the way, you can't really see what's going on here. I don't really know what all is happening here. You see. But you got the older black gentleman and him and her talking, look like they're talking to him. I don't know. But it's the optics that we're concerned with here. You see? Then look at this. Now, what's the wedding? Because if it's a white man and a white woman getting married, who are these people? I gathered from the commercial that this is the groom and one of these heifers is the bride. Whatever. But look, where's your son-in-law? It wasn't an interracial marriage. You feel me? So it was just any excuse just to have black man, white woman together and black folk and white folk. Look. What is this? Look. So I don't know if she's the bride or not, I guess. But then you got him, what I've identified as the groom, and then she's sitting on the black dude's lap. For what? At what wedding would this happen? What wedding would that happen at? That the bride would be sitting on the lap of anybody that's not her man. Certainly at their wedding. Look. Oh, this was I was watching the dinosaur thing called Screen Time, and so look, hand in hand, white man, black woman. You see, this is for Office Depot, black man, white woman. Hmm? And if I'm not mistaken, I couldn't really see her that good. It looks like they low key putting in black woman, white man over here. Where's everybody else? Everybody that exists on the earth? Where's the other cultures? Where they at? Where they at? Look, and big black man at that again. You see, same heifer. They'll be calling police on him for breathing. Wow. Look, I don't know what this product is for, but there you go. Black man, white woman. Hmm? Because it would have been just as easy to put him on the end and put the white dude next to her and insinuate that they were together. But no, no. Let's put the black man there. You see. And so the inference is that they are together. And then he's just a friend or somebody that he's the Johnny come lately. Look, black man, white woman. I don't know what the product is, but there they are. This one, I I got this frame because this is a little white kid. He's just riding his bike randomly through the neighborhood. Huh? White kid. And oh my God, who's he gonna wave to? The black lady. Out raking her yard or whatever. You see? Again, everybody, it's so pervasive and so widespread and nuanced. It's in everything. It's in everything. In everything. Remember, somebody casted this. You see, somebody wrote a storyboard for this commercial before you even film it. And they cast it and did every, you see what I'm saying? You have to remember this. Nothing just poof appears on television. There's a whole process that went on. Oh, it's for OnStar. You see? It's for OnStar because the commercial is the kid is riding and he was about to be hit by a car because it was being chased by police, but the OnStar shuts down the car automatically. And so he never knows that any of this was happening. He's just riding his bike. They're just trying to show you it was so safe that even, whatever. And then that just happens to be the person that he's waving and saying hello to. Again, which would be fine in a different context. If the history wasn't what it is and the current predicament, and like I say, I can't. Here you go. White man getting a tattoo. I wonder from who. Boom, black man. You see? This is for Toon Blast, whatever that is. Now, this one also killed me because it's a Duracell commercial, but note that they prominently have the black man right behind. Remember, nothing's on television by mistake, everybody. This isn't even a real airplane. This is probably a mock-up, a set. You see? And they know what's going to be in frame and what's not. This wasn't just like, oh, they just happened to film her on the airplane and he was behind. No, these are actors paid, a thing scheduled to happen, and there they are. But they got the black man right behind her. Black man, white woman at all cost. Even if he's not going to have a speaking part of being seen, his image must be there. You understand? Must be. Must be. And just like they blurred this person out, they could have blurred him out. No, no. He's part of it. They meant for this to be. You see? It's for Duracell. This is for Tostitos. Black man, white man. Where's the other races that are on the earth, everybody? Where they at? Did they all leave the earth? Where'd they go? Where's everybody? Huh? Where's the party? Now, this is for Hulu. I love this dude. This is Isaiah Mustafa. I love this dude. He's the one that did the commercial back in the day, y'all. Look at this so and so. Now look at me. Now, now back to me. You know, it's just very funny. And he's doing that same thing for Hulu, though. Anyways, but again, at all costs, must have white woman, black man. Old heifer. What's that? What, okay, all right. I'm being told in my ear, the bitch is 8,000 years old. I'm being told. You see what I'm saying? I'm being told. You see, but at all cost, black man, white woman. At all cost. Didn't even need her for the ad. Didn't need her. Didn't need her. The beginning of this is funny. The whole way they wrote it, he's funny. All that is all good. Hear this, everybody. There was no reason for her to be in this frame. At all. Do you understand me? It's totally gratuitous. Just like the heifer that was just on the airplane. I don't remember what this is. But clearly you have a brother who's got braids or locks going on. I wonder what will happen. Oh my God, it's a white heifer. Did not see that coming. I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming. That snuck up on me like a snake in the night. I did not see that coming. I did not see this coming. Nobody told me in my ear. Nobody warned me. I did not see this coming. I had no knowledge of this beforehand, and I'm upset about it. I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming. It's for Men's Warehouse. White heifer at all cost. I think that might be the last one. Where's my damn arrow? I think that's the last one, y'all. Yeah, that's the last one. All right. I guess I could just loop these while I make my summation. Anyways, I want to say this as I begin to land this aircraft. Something's up with this, everybody. When we look at the whole picture, you know, I brought you a piece that's here on the channel some time ago. And by the way, to new people and old people, quite frankly, you should go and watch my body of work, because I still see comments being made that let me know the viewer and the person commenting does not know how to search a YouTube channel and see the person's work. I'm going to show you how to do that. In fact, let me just show you that real quick before we go on. Or as I'm telling you this. You know, we know that white people are dying off. This is fact. All right? And we didn't come up with these stats and this data. This is all from them. All right? They are having more deaths than births. They're not able to keep up, to compensate for their deaths. You understand? So they're having more deaths than births. All right? They're also dying younger, like just for no reason. And then you add on top of that the whole opioid crisis and all these sorts of things. You know, I believe that one hypothesis to put to this is not only to continue to divide up the African culture, you know, like divide and conquer, you know, because our numbers have been majority over theirs for decades. This whole thing that we're a minority and that they're the majority and all that stuff, that's all been fiction for decades, you know, and there is evidence to prove that, and I've brought that proof before. But it's an obsession that we find only amongst this group of people to they're obsessed with living forever and being number one and ruling over everything and everybody and all that kind of stuff. And I just see this as another extension of that, of to continue the ideology and the idea of white supremacy, but just in now this new mixed race. We also know that the census has been and is being changed. And they've laid the groundwork now so that they will be able to declare these mixed people as white. Because we know factually that they've deliberately inflated their numbers over the decades. They have black people proclaim themselves white. They have Latinos proclaim themselves, and they count that as their numbers when it comes to the census. You see? It's a whole diabolical thing. In fact, I started a piece that I never brought to you. Man, it goes deep. It goes deeper. It goes deeper, everybody, because I even saw where they oh my God, they're trying to say, what is white now? Like, what is white? Like, what is that? As if to as and it. I don't want to get that deep because I don't want to go that long. I'm not doing that right now. There's so much more, and some of it I've talked about before, and I'll just say that I will talk about it in the future. But some of it is about maintaining this fiction of being the majority. But there's another part of it that's about washing us out, because they never want to ever have to acknowledge and atone for and pay reparations for the biggest crime ever committed against humanity ever in the history of creation, and that is the enslavement of African people. All the way up until 2019, it never stopped. So it's about just washing us out now. Just wash us out. The abortion bills that you see being passed now, the anti-abortion bills, are not because they don't want you to have. They want you to stop having babies. They want white women to stop aborting babies. That's what it's really about. That's what it's really about. That's what it's really about. You understand? Because they are sterilizing our women in many parts of the world. And I would suggest that some of it's even going on here. So think about it. Why would they be passing anti-abortion bills so feverishly? Who's that about? Do they want Watasha to not have an abortion? Or do they want Katie to not have an abortion? Huh? You see, we're going to talk further about this, you guys. My aim for this was to finally bring you some visuals, because I've been talking about this forever. And there's other times when I had started collecting pictures for you, but I don't remember what happened. I just don't remember. Anyways, because it's been over time. But anyways, this time I finally nailed myself down and started collecting pictures that I could bring you. So that's what this is really about, is to put a visual in front of you so that you will be even more encouraged to pay more attention to television now. And then maybe many of you will go away from this video and immediately go and start watching TV, like right now. let me go and turn the TV on and start watching TV for the commercials. Let me just do that now. Let me just go ahead. You feel me? So, the power of, or the one of the reasons for this also is the power of that, so that you would be hopefully encouraged to open your eyes and pay attention, and or go ahead and start now. Like, go ahead and just turn your TV on and start watching for the commercials, and you will see that if you just came to this country from somewhere else and you just watched television, the first impression you would get is that the only people that exist are black people and white people. The other impression you would get is that black men um don't um don't have relations with black women. They just don't, apparently, because we can't seem to find no brothers and sisters together nowhere. You understand? They're still going to give you the white man and the white woman together, because that's premier. You feel me? That's first. But we have to ask ourselves, from vacation to pharmaceuticals to movies to car commercials to anything you can name, television shows, I have demonstrated only a fraction of what's out there. This was just a fraction of what's happening all day, every day. And we know it's on purpose because, listen, when you create, before we get to movies and television, just as it relates to commercials, advertising, somebody has to pitch a commercial. You see, you have a product that you're going to now do a commercial for. These pharmaceuticals, many of those are new medications that they're introducing, so there's an ad for that. Something like Tostitos or something like that. That's a known brand, but they have ongoing advertising because they have an annual advertising budget, et cetera, et cetera. They want to keep their name out there, So when you have a product, then you go to one of these advertising agencies, which I need to do my research on that, find out who are the major advertising agencies in this nation. Who are they and how many of them are there? Because apparently all of them know each other. They must all know each other because, like I say, it doesn't matter what the product or what time of day or what they're selling or whatever. It's still, they're giving you this black and white thing. That's it. So when you have a product and now you're going to do a commercial, you come up with an idea for a commercial. How does this commercial relate to the product? You see? So now, once you come up with the idea for the commercial, etc., etc., now you have to do casting. And you want me to believe that just randomly, they all are coming up with the same thing in their ads? And nobody's talked to nobody and they don't know each other? Nah. Nah. It doesn't have the ring of truth because it's not. Fact of the matter is, there is a collusion that is going on, and we see the evidence of it. We see the evidence. And we should be screaming from the mountaintop. And by the way, somewhere, I don't know, sometime back, maybe, I don't know, I think I mentioned it to you. I finally saw a white person's had done a video. I forget how they framed it and what they were asking, but it was the same thing basically. They were noticing that all the commercials are black and white. I think they were coming from the angle, or is it trying to are they trying to, I don't know, trying to demasculate the white man or insult him or something like that. I can't remember what their angle was, but it didn't matter because the fact of the matter is they were showing that it was black and white in all the advertising. So white people notice this too. They watch TV like everybody else. In fact, they control it. You understand? So this is on purpose. It's everything. Everything. All day, every day. You know, Ellen, for instance, I rarely ever watch her show because I'm just not interested. I'm just not interested. I'm just not interested. I'm just not interested. I'm not interested. I mean, she doesn't do anything that I'm interested in. I'm just, no shade against her. I'm just not interested. But every random time that I catch her show or happen to see a clip of it online, it's her and she got black folks up there. It never fails. And she has the dude Twitch as her like side piece. He's the I don't know if he's supposed to be. I guess he's the DJ slash dancer or whatever. But Twitch is black, huh? And straight. And he's married to a white heifer. Incidentally, Have you noticed that every single court show on television, if it's a black judge, they have a white bailiff? Huh? If it's a white judge, they have a black bailiff. You think that's coincidental too? This is on purpose, everybody. It's on purpose. It's on purpose. But I end by saying that it goes back to something I've said to you a million times. And I'm sure I'm going to say a million more if I live. We have to start controlling the shit that we can control. For somebody like me, this is an issue because of you, not because of me. Because there's too many of you buying into this, being seduced by it, and you don't even know. Lonnie Love's fat ass, who's from, where's she from? Detroit. And she's a certain type of sister. We all know her. We know a Lonnie Love. We know a Lonnie Love. And that's not a sister that will be with some white dude. And she went and found the fattest, ugliest white man she could find on earth. And she's in love. She's not. You understand? She's not. She's not. But I digress to say that we have to control the stuff that we can control. So when we as a people, as individuals, and as a people, cultivate that we don't buy into this love sees no color bullshit. Because I already told you, you don't know the meaning of love. You don't. You don't. You don't. Because love starts with self. You came from a black woman, from a black vaginal canal. You understand? And your father is a black man, hopefully. All right. But what I'm saying is the first love or thing that you would later are going to call love, which you don't know what love is, but the first attention and devotion and dedication and sacrifice and emotion and all that stuff you ever witnessed and was a part of came from a black vessel. You understand? So you would immediately go to that. Never seen a giraffe give birth to a little giraffe and they run over and they're canoodling with like a boxer. Like a little boxer puppy or something. Nah. And those are animals. And they stay with their own. You see? So, again, I say this will have no effect on me. Because I would never, ever, 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 ever be defining love that didn't look like me. You understand? And My children, you understand, my nieces, my nephews, they all would know, nah, we're not having that here. Allah made us a people for a reason, and we are here to procreate our own. Plus, you screw up kids that are mixed. You feel me? Because there's a whole I'm not gonna get that deep because I pulled that stuff for a different video, you guys, when I was gonna do this before. But there's whole studies that show that mixed children have more mental problems. They're more likely to commit suicide. They're more susceptible to drug use and alcoholism. I mean, it's a whole thing. There's a whole thing. And remember, this information all comes from them, not us. As bad as it pains me, I'm gonna have to cut in and put this in here, y'all, since I mentioned it, because I need you to know this is a real thing, you know, and to also buttress once again that I speak on what I know. Period. If I don't know it, I'm happy to tell you I don't know about it, or I don't speak on it, whatever. But there's no reason on earth for me to ever make claims about anything that I can't substantiate. Now, here you have it. Health and behavior risks of adolescents with mixed race identity, huh? 7 essential facts about multiracial youth. American Psychological something, all right? Mixed race children, quote, are being failed, end quote, in treatment of mental health. Health and behavior risks of adolescents with mixed race identity. Mixed ethnicity and behavioral problems in the millennial cohort. Students of mixed race report suffering from health problems. Socio-emotional well-being of mixed race ethnicity children in the UK. Mental health factors for diverse populations. Biracial Asian Americans and mental health, huh? An exploratory study of the experience of adult multiracial, and it goes on. All right, I'll just click on the first one. But my point is, there is a problem with this, everybody. So says the divine, and so says creation by the divine. And now you have their statistics to back that up. You see? In fact, in my own life, before I knew any of this, I just seem to have noticed that, when I knew people that was like mixed, they just seem off some kind of way. Like, But here we have now data to support the claim. Certainly when I opened up and I was saying, this is against God, and we know that everything in nature stays with its own, etc., etc., etc. It's just like, think about this, everybody. Hear this before I do this. Hear this now. We have a term in the society called incest babies. That usually connotes when people from the same family, blood related, have procreated a child. So a brother gets his sister pregnant. Or a father has sex with his daughter and produces a baby. There's all kinds of defects that go on because that's not supposed to mix. And I suggest to you, I'm telling you, because all the evidence shows it, that the same issue is present with interracial babies. You see, certainly when it comes to black and white. Now, let's just click on this first one. Because the title seemed more comprehensive. Health and behavioral risks of adolescents with mixed race identity. How long is this? We don't need all this. We definitely don't need all this. We're not doing tables and all. We're just not doing all this. We're not. Because you are going to take as your homework, you're going to go and do your own search on this as well. I will just scan some of the information. Objective. This study compares the health and risk status of adolescents who identify with one race with those identifying with more than one race. Okay, this study compares the health and risk status of adolescents who identify with one race against those who identifying with more than one race. Okay. The data are derived from self-reports of race using the National Longitudinal Study of Adolescent Health, which provides a large representative national sample of adolescents in grades 7 through 12. Respondents could report more than one race. Results: mixed race adolescents showed higher risk when compared with single race adolescents on general health questions, school experience, smoking and drinking, and other risk variables. See what I tell you? You said they have higher risks of drug use, alcoholism, mental issues. You see all of it. Conclusion: adolescents who self-identify as more than one race are at higher health and behavioral risk. The findings are compatible with interpreting the elevated risk of mixed race as associated with stress. Let's see. Do I need to read any more? There's a considerable literature asserts attests to the emotional health. Okay, a considerable literature attests to the emotional health and behavioral risk problems of mixed race adolescents. The most common explanation for the high risk status is the struggle with identity formation, leading to lack of self-esteem, social isolation, and problems of family dynamics in mixed race households. And you know, one could read a lot into just this first paragraph, everybody, because we have heard, many of us, and we do hear from people that are mixed, that they don't know where to fit in. Because to black people, they're not black enough. To white people, they're not white enough. That's one thing. But then also, what did it say here? Self-esteem issues and problems of family dynamics in mixed race households. Because again, you have cultural clashes. We are not the same. You understand? White, we just dealing with black and white. Because that's clearly that's all they're dealing with. You see, from all the ads and everything that we've just been speaking about throughout this whole piece. So we're just dealing with black and white. You understand? So when it says that there's problems of family dynamics, of course, because you're dealing with two different cultures, two different everything. You understand? Like I say, the divine was not just being decorative when he gave us our melanin. Excuse me. That just identifies us, but our wholeness. You see? You see any snake slither, we know it by its markings. Oh, that's a diamondback. Oh, look, that's a rattler. Oh, that's a cobra. Hey, that's a boa. You see? They're all slithering snakes, but we know them and we don't ever say they're the same. We never do that. All birds have wings. Well, most of them. But we never say all birds are the same. We don't ever do that. But this propaganda has been sold and is being sold upon humanity that we're all the same. And no, the hell we are not. So when you have especially black and white come together, before you even get to the other stuff, you have a whole existence from the time these people encountered us to this very moment that I speak of nothing but poisonous history. Poisonous, poisonous, poisonous. So you can't just slough that off to the side as if it doesn't exist because of this fake little four-letter word that you've been sold. Love. Nah. And I contend and proclaim that you cannot find love outside of yourself. You can't. You can't. You can't. You can't. And obviously, biology and everything else and creation and everything else backs this claim up. You understand? So, of course, there's going to be family problems with family dynamics, because we are the first people, with a long and rich culture. They are not. They are not. They are not. You see? So, of course, your mixed race kids are going to be screwed up. Because it's against the divine. It's against everything He's laid out for you in technicolor for you to see and learn every single day. Mixed race households, 1 to 6. This literature is not entirely consistent. In some studies, no differences are found between mixed race and single race children, 7 to 9. This article explores the risk status of self-identified mixed race compared with single race adolescents using a large national representative sample. All right, so which we just want to sample. So we sampled this one. Now we're going to go and sample some of these other ones. We're not going to read the whole things. We're just doing a little sample. Now this is from the American Psychological Association. Last time I checked, we don't own it. We don't run it. Didn't create it. 7 essential facts about multiracial youth. A psychological grad student shares what she's learned from her research on multiracial adolescents and adults. All right, fine. Like I said, we're just sampling some of these. We're not reading the whole thing. We just want to see some things. Hopefully, this is at least taking us in the right direction because it's from the American Psychological Association, but it's from a grad student. So I'd like to find something that's just straight out, like, National Geographic or Time Magazine or, something. But this is credible too. But just so you understand what direction I'm trying to go in. All right. But this is also good because it gives us, we can make the claim of being eclectic at the very end, at the very least, you see. So this is good. All right. I have learned, this is Astria Craig. Not going to try and say her name. All right. Astria. Damn it. All right. I've learned a vast amount of information, and we don't know what she is. Because she's supposed to be mixed race. Okay, whatever. All right. I've learned a vast amount of information about the multiracial population while completing my dissertation of multiracial adolescents and young adults. Some of these things I did not previously know, even though I am multiracial myself. Okay, the following are 7 vital topics that may interest all who work with this population. I want to stop and say this. It's important because, my own experiences, I know a lot of people are quick to jump and say, I'm multiracial too. No, bitch, we're not counting all this shit that you're going to say you got in you that nobody can see or detect at fucking all. So don't give us, I'm part Portuguese and I'm part Asian and I'm part, and they come up with like 50 different things that you part. No, you are not. I see a white bitch standing in front of me, or I see a Latina standing in front of me. Whatever, you feel what I'm saying? We all have encountered these people. They look like something totally different, and then they open their mouth and say they're multiracial. So we're gonna read maybe the first paragraph to see if I still hate her or not. If not, we're moving on. I mean, if so, we're moving on because this would be dangerous, in that context, because like I say, those people are not valid for what we are what we have on the table, because like I said, the whole thing is this black and white thing. You understand? And we're okay if the information comes from someone who is mixed black and white. But these multiracial people, like, I can't. I was at a function one time, and the guy that was giving the lecture was Asian. And during his lecture, he said, Oriental. All right, so they had some food there, just like a little stuff you go and just get, they had like a little mini buffet type thing. Why that becomes important, because after his lecture, we're over in line at the buffet or whatever, and he was next to me, and I introduced myself, and I said, I noticed that you used the word Oriental, or the term Oriental, in your talk, and I somewhere learned that that was considered to be offensive to people who are Asian. Is there any truth in that? I really was trying to fact find and educate myself. And he pulled this. First of all, I could tell he didn't know, which I'm not going to really slide him for that, because just because you're something doesn't mean you have to know everything about that. But this is something significant. It would stand out, you know. So, but apparently he didn't really know. But why I mentioned him is because he was like, and I'm actually multiracial. Like, you're an Asian dude. Like, where is Jet Li? I know he's here. You feel me? Like, I can't. So that's the example I'm giving you. Like, this multi. What was this multi? What does that mean? Your mama slept with a bunch of people of all different races, and poof, this is you now? No. You see, it confuses the whole thing, and humanity is under no obligation to accept that. It's just like with the alphabet people, this LBG stuff, you're gay or you're straight. I will allow, even though I think it's fake, I will allow bisexual. You feel me? I just will allow it. You know, I don't think it's real. I think usually people that say they're bisexual are people that just don't want to say they're gay. You know, I think we probably will see a decline in the term bisexual as time goes on, because it's so out now and being promoted in this society. But to my point, I'm trying to say that even if we accept those three, gay, straight, and bisexual, all right, fine, or gay and lesbian, which gay is just female gay. Lesbian is just female gay. So I don't know why we needed a different word other than gay. Like, homosexual covers it all. A female homosexual, a male homosexual. You feel me? So we don't have to get into this gay and lesbian. Like, what is that? But this is an example of exactly what I'm saying. It confuses the issue, and humanity is under no obligation to have to process this. Then you add the transgender, and then there's some term out, the cyst, which I still don't know what that means. I thought a cyst was something you pop and water comes out of it. I don't know. Then you have these there's just so many titles to it now. Like, damn it, are you sleeping with a man or a woman? That's what I can understand. Just, is it a man or a woman? Just, what is it? You see, so this multiracial is on par with that. I'm trying to help you understand. Either you are whatever culture of the earth and something else, because that would represent your mama came together with somebody that wasn't y'all. But don't give me this multi, and I'm part this, and I'm part that, and I'm part, and I'm part, and I part my ass. Oh my God, I can't. I'm not getting worked up. I won't do it. But hopefully you understand the point I was trying to make of why this multiracial thing is a dangerous term. Biracial we can deal with, because that even makes sense. I'm biracial. That means I have one parent that's one thing and one parent that's something else, because only two people came together to make your ass. You see, two, not multi. Excuse me. Not multiple people came together to produce you. You know what I'm saying? It was one sperm and one egg. Done. Uh, so we don't need her. We're moving on. We're moving on. Because I'm not going to be able to get past the fact that the person saying it is multiracial. So we're moving on. Well, maybe they're let me, yeah, uh, until until federally overturned in 1967, most U.S. states banned marriages and relationships between white and non-white people. Biracial and multiracial children were thus once considered illicit results of such illegal marriages and relationships. The multiracial child and adolescent population in the U.S. is growing rapidly, huh? Wait now. The multiracial child and adolescent population in the U.S. is, when is this from? This is from 2013. Is growing rapidly with a 32% increase in 2010 since the previous U.S. Census, huh? What did I tell you? And I've been preaching this at least for the last 3 years. Probably more, but at least 3. You see? And so we could directly tie this to the promoting of this. 2010 since the previous U.S. Census, the multiracial children are now the largest demographic group among U.S. citizens under the age of 18. You see what I'm saying? This tremendous growth is because mixed marriages and families are at an all-time high. You see what I'm saying? It's directly because when you're influenced to something, that's what you do. You see what I'm saying? If you're around your own and you're being taught that your own is first and all this other stuff, you don't do anything else but that. It's when this poison comes in that you begin to do something else. This is why our women are walking around with this blonde ass wigs on their hair. You see? And I remember it used to be for white women, that because most of them are not blonde. That's fakery. But I remember that it used to be embarrassing for the roots to start, because that meant they had to go get their hair redone. So to all be blonde from the root on. You know, that the dark roots were seen as like, nah, don't show that. Now your black ass actually goes out and buys a wig that looks like you have new growth growing in that I can't. But my point is, you've been seduced and influenced to that. Again, goes back to a point I've made many times. You will do things and say things, and you're acting out in ways that you think are authentic, and they are not. You have been influenced and seduced, but you don't know it, because you are not standing at your gate, and you're not the captain of your ship. So anything can come in. Just let it all in. The door is wide open, bugs and all. So of course, there's a jump. You understand? And they specifically cited the U.S. there. Because we know the advertising that's going on here, in the commercials, in the movies, and the television, and all that. I don't know what's happening overseas. But they cited the U.S. Huh? And where they say, multiracial children are now the largest demographic group amongst U.S. citizens under the age of 18. Because they're trying to change the entire fucking culture, dude. That's what they're doing. We'll get the young ones. Love who you want to love. Go and be gay. Go and get somebody that doesn't look like you. Go. Do pollute. Everything's fine. You see? It's just like Allah has said to mankind. That which is wicked will seem normal to them. We see the prophecy fulfill itself. We're moving on. Mixed race children are being failed in treatment of mental health problems. And I want to say this, you guys. I know this has taken us even longer than the video would have been. But I tell you guys, I don't give a damn about time. I don't. I also always tell you, if the Jedi speaks, you will learn. You understand? My job and my responsibility, indeed, is to use the time wisely. And so that's exactly what the hell I'm doing. You understand? Because here we just presented a whole montage and have laid out a whole case, and this is part of it. This would be germane to what we're talking about. It would be lazy not to bring this. Because it goes to why this whole interracial thing between black folks and white folks is diabolical. It's diabolical, it's unnatural, it's a list of things. You understand? It's a problem. You see? But like I said, before you even get to any of that stuff, you have to deal with that there's never been any atonement. There's never been a stop in or a period put at the end of the attack and oppression and the hatred against African people from whites. There's never been an atonement. There's been no reparations. There's been nothing. It's all continued. Even more why we should not be seeking to have relations with these people in that way. That doesn't mean we can't get along in the society without violence. You see, it should mean that, but we see that doesn't even happen because every damn day they shooting you down, or they calling the police on you, or they interrupting you, or they're doing something to get in your damn life. All the damn time. You see? So it's important for a stack of reasons. All right. The fastest growing ethnic group in Britain is still being treated as if it is only integrated into black culture. Interesting. Children of mixed race are at greater risk of suffering from mental health problems and are not getting support they need, says a report, despite mixed race children belonging to the fastest growing ethnic group. Wonder why it's so fast growing. Now, they cited Britain up here, but we will just infer it here as well. And they say the fastest growing ethnic group because of all the fucking commercials I just showed you, and all the advertising, all the movies, all the television is promoting this. You see? We even hear black women now proclaim, like even what's her name, Yvette Nicole Brown, because since Lonnie's fat ass has gone with the enemy, Yvette happens to be a single woman. She's very beautiful, by the way. And they were talking about this up there on The Real one day, and she was saying, Lonnie was saying, that's why you need to, what did she say? Basically, be open to more different experiences. Basically, meaning get you a white man. You understand? Because anytime it's spoken about, nobody's ever thinking about an Arab or somebody from India or somebody from Croatia or they mean somebody white. That's what they always mean. You see, but it's also very dangerous when we hear women promoting this. As an African man, I'm personally insulted. Personally, you said personally. You see, but of course, despite the mixed race belonging to the fastest growing ethnic group, the research backed by the National Children's Bureau found that they faced unrealistic expectations from teachers and other adults who did not understand their backgrounds. While mixed race young people are overrepresented in the care, youth justice, and child protection systems, the authors said they were, quote, invisible, end quote, in the public service practice and policy. The report mixed experiences growing up mixed race, mental health, and well-being drew on several studies and interviews with 21 people about their experience as children. Co-author Dinah Somebody was concerned at the lack of understanding over what is meant to be mixed race, a group most likely to suffer racism. I would object to this because it's after a comma, so it's just floating on its own. It has nothing to do with anything else. It says, was concerned at the lack of understanding over what is meant to be mixed race. That could have been a period. But instead they put a comma and say, a group most likely to suffer racism. No, fuck that. We still hold the fucking award and the standing and first place on any and all suffering, including and especially racism. Don't give me this mixed crap. Don't. The group most likely to suffer racism. As if we don't exist. Quote, I was surprised at how much racism from black and white people had come their way, she said. Well, no, again, see, when you say from black people, then we can't be racist. We're not, and we can't be, and we never have been. You see? So, and they're only going to get it from white people if they don't look white. You see what I'm saying? Because white people are the provocateurs and the what do you call it? The ones that keep it up. You know, they keep it going. They vanish off the earth tomorrow. Poof, there's no more racism, everybody. There's nobody would ever be talking about it ever again anymore. That's real. You understand? So this is inaccurate. Um, and you can't get comments. You can't interpret or make the false equivalent from white racism. You can't equate that with maybe black people interacting with somebody who is biracial and having something to say about it. That's not going to be racism. You understand? That's not going to be racism. If you have a sister that's biracial and she's real high yellow, you may have some sisters, there are even some brothers that may say something that may be negative even, but that doesn't equate to racism. You see, the very people that invented it and keep it going and perpetuate it are the main ones that don't know what the hell it is. Because they're never the victims of it. Oh my God. Okay, we're not going to finish this because I'm getting worked up. We can't. You're going to go and do your own and do your own research, everybody. You will follow up on this on your own. Well, this one's not really that long. Let's scan another one. That'll help me feel better. Biological problems with mixed race children, huh? I feel like I brought this before some reason, you guys. Deja vu. Maybe I was researching it for. Maybe I was. I don't know. Excuse me. I feel like this page gives me deja vu for some reason. Anyways, biological problems with mixed race children. All right, as anyone familiar with the literature knows, mixed race marriages and romantic relationships suffer many more problems than single race marriages and romantic relationships. For those familiar with human biodiversity and sociology or sociobiology, this should come as no surprise. In evolutionary terms, one could argue that mixed race marriages are more maladaptive. Excuse me. Our mixed race marriages are maladaptive in that they reduce a person's overall genetic fitness. In a multiracial marriage and or relationship, one is showing altruism toward a partner who shares fewer genes than a co-ethnic would share. A parent will also share fewer genes with a multiracial child than with a same child. You know, I want to stop and say this two things, everybody. It's kind of like when you buy any type of electronics that require batteries. It's either going to take a D battery, a AAA, or a AA battery. You understand? Or a lithium or something. But you got to have the specific battery for that, or it's not going to work. So essentially, one could extract from that just that opening paragraph when they say that one maladaptive relationships, one is showing that towards a partner who shares fewer genes than a co-ethnic would share. You see? So the child comes out screwed up because they don't have everything it's supposed to have. Because the mating was wrong. Like I said, we never see a horse trying to mount a giraffe. We've not seen this. And the day that it happens, it will be a viral video someplace with many millions of views. You understand? The other thing I was going to say is that what we know from white people about white people is that they have the Neanderthal gene. And something that I learned in the last just in the last 2 year span, something else I learned on that same topic was that the ones that have red hair and freckles denotes that they have uh, um, a higher concentration of this Neanderthal gene. You understand? So when we think about the creation of man, uh, and I always say that nature is for information. So everything that comes from something is something like it. These people are nothing like us in any way at all. We're not alike. We're not alike. And then add the bad history to that, and then you just have a recipe for nah. You understand? Um, it's natural for someone to prefer a partner of the same race. Thank you very much. As this increases a person's Darwinian fitness, J. Philip Rushton has noted. And fine, we're okay with the information, but not this Darwinian crap. You understand? Because Darwin had to learn from somebody, and it was Africans. Thank you very much. They put a whole curriculum or a whole intelligentsia on one dude. Oh, it's Darwinism. It's Darwinian. Nah, bitch, it's not. I just had to get that objection. That has nothing to do with just, damn it, I had to share that. Anyways, so it's natural for someone for a partner of their own damn race. Period. At the end. All right. People maximizing their inclusive fitness by marrying others similar to themselves. People maximize their inclusive fitness by marrying others similar to themselves. In another article, whatever. Right. Studies of human marriages and friendships show that people choose each other on the basis of similarity, assorting on the most genetically influenced of a set of homogeneous attributes. I'm not doing with this Darwin shit no more. All right. So we're not attributing this to Darwin. Darwin can bite my ass. All right. The fact of the matter is yes. I want to isolate where they choose each other based on the basis of similarity. You understand? It's again, we see it in nature. Cats sniff cats. Dogs sniff dogs. They sniff first. They sniff. You say, oh yeah, that's the one. You feel me? No dog ever sniffed a cat and mounted a cat. You understand? Have you ever seen when horses are in heat? Oh my God, it's really something to learn. Can I just tell you that? You know, when that mare is in heat, like, watch out, everybody. Watch out. But he is acting on the instinct that Allah has installed. It's time now for me to do this. It is ordained. You understand? And they're going completely on instinct. They're not like, ooh, you look amazing, and nah. You see? So when you choose something other than something that is of your own, that is a deliberate act of you going against nature. And something inside of you has already whispered that to you. You see, something has already given, ooh, wait, no. You see, but you go right past that and start lying to yourself. You see. And then you buy the fiction that's been pervasive and has been made pervasive throughout the society that, you know, it doesn't matter who you I can't. Listen, I don't need to read any more of this. You're going to do your homework, everybody. You're going to do your homework because I just wanted to touch on it so that you know that when I say there literally are mental and physical problems that come with this, that's not just something that I made up out of thin air. You know, this is real. It's as real as the hand in front of your face or the nose on your face, whichever you want to choose. This is real. It's real. It's real. I will say once again, we have to control the shit that we can control. None of this matters. All these millions of dollars they spending on this stuff to sell you this black and white bullshit unless you play into it. You understand? You have control. You have control. So you need to use it. It's one thing, they putting GMO in your food and you didn't know, and or there's poison in the water and you didn't know, or they can hold you back from a job, or you can't rent this apartment, or you can't buy a house, or you can't get a loan, or we're not going to approve you for this car. I mean, there's a lot of things. But when it comes to the one that you're going to kiss, hug, and lay down with and procreate with, you have total control of that shit. And it's time that you exercise it. Don't fall prey to this. This means nothing. And I dare to say that, because like I say, white people have caught wind of this too. Like I say, they watch TV like everybody else. You see, and there's some pieces out there that they've done discussing it. I didn't see a whole lot. I literally think I saw one or two. But I dare to say that if all the advertising on TV was nothing but just black people, it would already have been a lead story on your local news and on CNN and Fox and MSNBC. They're acting like they don't see it, and like if they don't know. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Well, I don't see anything. When it's in your face, round the clock, you can expect it. You can expect it. You can expect it. You understand? Mika, I know you were mentioning, and I've been wanting to, and I've been intending, and I just didn't want to say it, because if I say it, it don't happen, but I'll say it anyway. What's today? I really don't know what today is. What is today, y'all? Is it Tuesday or is it Wednesday? It's Tuesday. Hopefully in the next few days. Let's see. I don't know. I'm hoping to do something, a live event for y'all in the next couple days. Just be looking for it, y'all. Just be looking for it. I'm not gonna say what day. I'm just not, because but I will be doing that. All right. But why I mention is because we will go deeper into this then. Along with whatever else you guys want to talk about, and there's some other things that I want to discuss as well. But this is deliberate, everybody. I know what I was going to show you. For y'all that don't know how to search a damn YouTube channel, for the love of God, let me show you, and then we'll be out. Now, for y'all that don't know, all right. First of all, like I say, you need to go and watch my body of work, everybody. There are 284 videos on this channel. All right. And why I'm doing this is because I see comments that let me know that people clearly don't know how to search a YouTube channel. If you don't know how this works, you shouldn't be on YouTube. Get your ass off YouTube. You see what I'm saying? Take your ass. In fact, I won't be able to find it, I'm sure. I had somebody say recently, something, so you must be white. What? I can't. So that lets me know they don't know how to search a damn YouTube channel. Because if they did, they would know I have videos that I'm on camera and I'm clearly not a white person. You feel what I'm saying? That's just one example. So, for all of the ignorant under the sound of my voice who are just doing this and watching a video and then you go and click on something else and click, no, set your ass down. This is my icon. Every channel will have something here. Because they'll have a name, you see, and there's some kind of icon that's there. It'll be a picture or something's there. You see? Even if they... It could be... Even if they don't have a picture, but they will, of some kind. The name, the name or the icon, it doesn't matter. Now, let's say you're watching this video of mine. This is my Janet Jackson video. Tell my wife happy birthday. Fine. All right. I wonder if the Jedi has done anything else with, say, the intellectual smart person who's not an idiot. You would then click on the name. Oh my God, there's a novel idea. I wonder what will happen when I click the name or the icon. Let's click it and find out. Oh my God, is that the main page of the Jedi's channel? I won't listen. I won't listen. This must be fiction and somebody's lying to me and I don't have to listen to this. I don't have to listen to this. I don't have to. Huh? Oh my God, it's the main page of my channel. You see? And if their channel is set up properly, like the Jedi, then you will see tabs across, huh? If you click on it, so there'll be the main page, which you can put stuff out here on the main page. All right. I don't know what that is. Oh, these are videos that I liked. I must have hit the thumbs up on. All right, fine. So there's different categories, and I set these up myself. The channel host can do these. Recent activities, uploads, etc., etc. All right, there's stuff out here on this. But if you want to see the full everything, the full 284 videos, you click on videos. Oh my God, what will happen? Oh my God, it's all the Jedi's videos. I won't listen. I don't have to listen to this. I don't have to. You see? Oh my God, is that the Jedi on camera right there? Huh? Is that him on camera there? Oh my God. Is that him on camera over here? Oh my God. Is that him on camera? Huh? Is that him on camera here, here, and here? Oh my God. Is that the Jedi again? You see what I'm saying? This is the body of work. You understand? As you can see, as you go on down, it'll populate for more stuff. You see? Oh, my nephew looks so cute right there. You feel what I'm saying? So, I forgot why I was citing this, because I was going to tell you about a video that I did before. I can't remember now. Damn it. I can't remember. Anyways, you all need to go and watch my full body of work. You know, and because a lot of these were created when we didn't have over 3,000 subscribers. You see? So there's a lot of wisdom and a lot of stuff that I've put out that many of you have come new and you're like, oh my God, Jedi, I love your work. Well, then you want to go see my work then. You see, you don't need to wait on the next video and the next video. I have 284 videos for you already. You understand? Across all sorts of ranging topics. But what they all have in common is you will learn something. You understand? I always tell you, if the Jedi speaks, you will learn. You just will. You understand? I have live stream events. I have where I'm on camera, obviously. I have live stream events where it's me on camera and I'm doing curriculum and teaching and playing videos. It's all here. You understand? It's all here. So you need to take the time and go and watch the work. I have performance videos of stuff that I've done. You understand? There's some of everything here. You know. So, for those of you who just cannot get enough of your fix of the Jedi, I'm honored, and here's your answer to your fix. You understand? This one I interviewed the brother who was friends with Botham Shamjan. He was kind enough to do a live Skype session with me. That I streamed it live as we did it. You know, that's 804 views. So, but again, that was 7 months ago. I'm sure we didn't have 3,000 subscribers then. You feel me? Like I said, a lot of these were done when we were like at just a few hundred subscribers, so I get it. But you're here now, and if you're here because you like my work, then here's a whole bunch of it for you to go and see and love. You understand me? But that's how you search a YouTube channel, everybody. Whoever you're watching, whatever video you're watching, you want to see their whole. I'll do one example that's not me, just to drive my point home. Let's see. Just anybody. Let me just close my eyes and click. Okay, so this is somebody called Impressive. So you either click the icon or you click the name, and their whole body of work will come up. You see? I'll click it. I'll click that because I clicked my name when I did mine. I'll click the icon so you can see that either one of them works. All right, so on this one, I'll click the icon. And you see, it takes me to their entire channel. You see? Now they said they put more stuff out on their well, they probably do a lot more videos than me, So this is like their home page, so to speak. The home page of their page. All right? And so, but if I want to see the full body of this person's work, then I click videos. And then it's the whole trove of everything they've ever done. You feel me? And it'll just keep populating. You see? The other one is playlists. So you saw that on mine as well. The channel host can set up playlists or not. That's where you section off things. So in a playlist, you may have. Well, let's look at my playlist so I can show you real quick. Okay, so like, I showed you videos already. All right, I'll click on it again because why not? All right, that's when you can scroll down and it'll keep populating. You see all my okay. Then playlists. All right, I don't really keep up on my playlists a lot, but I tried starting some of them. Like here's one. Well, these are the videos that I liked. Like if I was watching somebody's video, like you're supposed to thumbs up this video that you're watching of me. I always tell you guys, I need you to thumbs up every video of mine. That's the only thing I ask you, that you share the video and you thumbs up the video. All right, if you like it. If you don't like it, then don't thumbs it up. I don't want no fake applause. You feel me? But I do work hard at everything that I do, and so if you've gotten something out of it and you enjoyed the work, then hit that thumbs up. All right, it's a give and take. All right, then the next one is documentaries from the Jedi. So in there would be more in-depth pieces, longer pieces. There's some that I have out that should be in there now. They're not. They're just on the general body of work. But I'm just saying. All right. TV shows reviews that I've done, live streams, in-depth commentary on specific subjects, news and politics, me entertaining you with my talents. Those are performance videos. Spirituality, faith, and Islam from the Jedi. All right, from Jedi Revolution, which those are probably some that I imported from my other channel. Anyways, that's how playlists work. You feel me? So this is how you search a YouTube channel, everybody. If you want to see somebody's full body of work, whenever you're watching their video, just go underneath their video and see their name and or their icon. Click on either one of those and it'll take you to their main page, to the home page. So it'd be the home tab, which they may have stuff out here or not. I see channels where they don't do any of this. They don't set up any of this. This will just be nothing, and you don't see anything till you click on videos. And you go, oh, they do have videos, and then you can see all the stuff they've ever done. So that's how you do it. So, like I say, hopefully I will see you guys over the next day or two, and we'll get a chance to holler at each other live. But for now, I leave it here. Go and watch television, everybody. Go and watch television and prove for yourself, if I haven't convinced you already, go now and prove it for yourself. Because when the Jedi speaks, he only speaks the truth. I'll see you soon.